Imagine a situation where a statement contradicts itself, leaving you in a whirlpool of thoughts. Welcome to the fascinating world of paradoxes. These are not mere riddles or puzzles, but profound philosophical conundrums that have intrigued, baffled, and stimulated thinkers since the dawn of thought itself. Paradoxes are like mental gymnastics, twisting and turning our understanding of logic, truth, and reality. They are the unseen potholes in the smooth road of logical reasoning, challenging our preconceived notions and beliefs. In philosophy, they serve as powerful tools to question the established norms and provoke introspection, thereby fostering critical thinking. From ancient Greek philosophers to modern-day cognitive scientists, the allure of paradoxes has remained undiminished. They continue to inspire debates and discussions in the hallowed halls of academia and beyond. So, dear thinkers and curious minds, strap yourselves in for a cerebral adventure. Get ready to dive into some of the most mind-bending philosophical paradoxes that have puzzled thinkers for centuries. Have you ever met a chronic liar who says, "I always lie"? That's our first paradox, the liar paradox. The liar paradox, as it's aptly named, is a statement that defies our conventional understanding of truth and falsity. It's a simple yet mind-boggling paradox that has puzzled philosophers, mathematicians, and logicians for ages. The paradox is presented as a single statement: this sentence is a lie. This paradox's origins can be traced back to ancient Greece, specifically to the philosopher Eubulides of Miletus in the 4th century BC. But don't let its age fool you. Its implications are as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago. So let's break it down. If the statement is true, then as it claims, it must be a lie. But if it's a lie, it contradicts its own claim, implying that it's true. This creates a loop of contradiction that challenges our understanding of truth and falsity. The liar paradox is a classic example of self-reference, where a statement refers back to itself in a way that creates an unresolvable contradiction. But why should we care about this seemingly nonsensical paradox? It's because it exposes a fundamental flaw in our system of logic. Logic, as we know it, is based on the principle of non-contradiction, where something cannot be both true and false at the same time. However, the liar paradox violates this basic principle, causing our system of logic to come crashing down. The liar paradox questions the very nature of truth. It makes us wonder if there are truths that our logical minds cannot comprehend, truths that exist beyond the realm of contradiction. It challenges us to rethink our understanding of reality and the ways we perceive truth. So if the liar is telling the truth, he is lying. And if he is lying, he is telling the truth. Quite a pickle, isn't it? Next on our list is a classic that involves a swift-footed hero and a slow yet steady tortoise. Welcome to Zeno's paradox. In the fascinating world of paradoxes, Zeno's paradox stands out as one of the most intriguing. The paradox is named after Zeno of Elea, a Greek philosopher who lived around 5 centuries before Christ. Zeno proposed several paradoxes, but the one we're focusing on today involves a race between the legendary Greek hero Achilles and a tortoise. Here's how it goes. Achilles, known for his speed, gives the tortoise a head start in the race, confident he can easily catch up. However, by the time Achilles reaches where the tortoise started, the tortoise has moved a little bit further. When Achilles reaches this new point, the tortoise has again moved a bit ahead. This continues ad infinitum, with Achilles always having slightly more distance to cover to reach where the tortoise was. In essence, Zeno's paradox deals with the concept of infinity and the seemingly impossible task of traversing an infinite number of points in a finite space. It challenges our understanding of motion and space, suggesting that movement is an illusion and distance cannot be divided infinitely. This paradox has had a significant influence on mathematics and philosophy, leading to the development of calculus and the concept of limits. It has sparked countless debates among philosophers, mathematicians, and physicists over the centuries. It's a reminder that even the most basic assumptions about reality, like the idea that we can move from one point to another, can be questioned. Despite the logical conundrum it presents, we know in practical terms that Achilles will eventually overtake the tortoise. But Zeno's paradox makes us ponder the nature of infinity and how we perceive space and motion. So, even though it seems like Achilles should overtake the tortoise, according to Zeno, he never will. An endless chase in a finite space. Now let's sail to the ancient times with our next paradox, the Ship of Theseus. In the heart of ancient Greece, a legendary ship belonged to the hero Theseus. Over time, each piece of the ship was replaced plank by plank until no original parts remained. Here lies the paradox. Is this refurbished ship still the Ship of Theseus? Or has it become something entirely new? This thought experiment presents a deep philosophical question about identity and change. If an object has all its components replaced, does it retain its original identity, or does it morph into something entirely new? Let's delve deeper. Imagine you own a car. Over time, you replace the tires, the engine, the seats, and finally, even the body. Is it still the same car you bought years ago, or is it a new car altogether? The Ship of Theseus paradox challenges our understanding of objects' continuity over time. It makes us question whether continuity of identity over time is about the material components or the overall form and function. Is the identity of an object tied to its physical parts, or is it more about the conceptual whole? This paradox isn't just about ships or cars. It can also be applied to us, humans. We constantly undergo changes. Cells die, new ones are born. Technically, every 7 years, we have an entirely new set of cells. So are we still the same person we were 7 years ago? The Ship of Theseus invites us to ponder upon these questions, to probe deeper into our understanding of identity, change, and continuity. It's a paradox that leaves us with more questions than answers, highlighting the complexities of existence and the fluidity of identity. So, if every part of the ship gets replaced, is it still the same ship? Or has it become something entirely new? Let's take a quick trip to a peculiar barbershop for our next paradox, the barber paradox. Imagine a quaint little town where everyone follows a single rule when it comes to shaving. There's a barber, the only one in town, who shaves all, and only those men who do not shave themselves. Quite an interesting rule, don't you think? Now, the question that arises is, who shaves the barber? Does he shave himself, or is there another barber hidden somewhere? Well, if the barber shaves himself, he would be violating the rule since he only shaves those men who do not shave themselves. Conversely, if he doesn't shave himself, he must, as per the rule, because he shaves all the men who do not shave themselves. This paradox, my friends, is a classic example of a self-referential paradox. It's a situation where the application of a rule to itself leads to a contradiction, and it forms a pivotal point in the field of logic and set theory. The barber paradox was first proposed by the English mathematician and philosopher Bertrand Russell in the early 20th century. It was a part of his discovery of a contradiction in set theory, the mathematical theory of collections. Russell's paradox, as it is often called, questioned the foundations of mathematics and led to significant developments in logic and philosophy. This paradox isn't just a fun brain teaser. It has had a profound impact on our understanding of the mathematical world and has led to the development of modern logic, including the concept of types or levels of language to avoid self-reference. So, who shaves the barber? If he shaves himself, he doesn't, and if he doesn't, then he does. Quite a hairy situation, wouldn't you agree? For our final paradox, imagine a teacher announcing an unexpected exam. Welcome to the paradox of the unexpected examination. This philosophical brain teaser goes something like this. A professor tells her students that there will be a surprise quiz next week, but they won't know which day. Now, if the students are clever, they'll realize they can rule out Friday, because if the quiz hasn't happened by Thursday, then it wouldn't be a surprise. Similarly, they can rule out Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and even Monday. So the students conclude there can't be a surprise test at all. But when the professor gives the quiz on Wednesday, it does come as a surprise. This paradox poses serious questions about our ability to predict future events based on current knowledge. So can an announced surprise ever be a surprise? Or does the very act of announcing it make it expected? Food for thought, isn't it?